Bit of latte art there. Good morning. So, just woken up. It's the 30th of December, and today we are doing our senior management team meeting, and it's one of the biggest meetings we do every year. It's always a full-on day. It'll be me, Jack, and Jack, and the objective of today is we just iron out everything that we want to cover for the new year. We nail down some big targets that we've got for the year. We focus on what our quarterly retention goals are going to be. And we basically just figure out what the three most important focuses have to be, and then what systems do we need to build in order to hit those. So we are coming off the back of our biggest year ever in 2025. Our year runs January to December, which is quite handy. And of course, our goal is to go a little bit bigger this year. And this year, there's some interesting new things happening. I'm not going to say what the big major thing is just right now, because it isn't 100% like signed, sealed, delivered, but it is in the works. But there's a few really big projects. There's a few projects overseas this year, which is always good. There's stuff happening in the golf industry, and there's stuff happening with brands that we're building for ourselves, brands that we've been offered equity in, and yeah, just new clients coming on board, kicking off January right away. So it's going to be a really, really busy year. But first of all, what I've decided to do this year is take you on that journey a lot more, because I look back at the last couple of years, going to Saudi for a Tyson Usyk fight, going to Bangkok with Tyson, filming with Harry Kane, Phil Foden, all those guys, Tommy, going around Scotland with the golf guys, like all that stuff that I've done and that we've done with the agency. I always said I wanted to document that, and we've kind of just let that slip a little just because things have been busy. But now I've got this trusty Osmo. It's going to be way easier to film. I'm going to get a dedicated editor. It's just on my team for editing as opposed to the agency editors. And yeah, I'm going to build, one of the systems I'm going to build this year is for our own content output, increasing that. It's been pretty good. If you follow us, you probably see a lot of behind the scenes stuff on Instagram, but we're going to lift to YouTube this year and just take you on that journey. So follow along. This is going to be a day in the life style video just to start this type of content. And it's going to be a pretty interesting one, I suppose, because starting the day, basically starting this year today, 2026 starts today. So I'm going to have this coffee. I'm going to look over a few of the notes that I wrote last night, just ahead of the meeting, and then I'm going to head in, meet the boys. I'll show you the office, and I'll just bring you on that meeting with us and see what we get up to. Yo, morning.
Management.
2026 starts today. Oh shit, is Ruin? Oh, there she is. Hello.
Means they don't have to go with much.
So I'm in the office with the two Jacks who are writing down right now our top three focuses for 2026. So I just wrote mine, and we're going to compare and see, is the leadership team aligned on what the top three focuses are for the year? They should be. So let's see. But I think we'll all maybe have slightly different. I think we'll get two. I think the third will be slightly different based on the fact that we all focus on different things. I have the top three concerns that are at the top of our mind. By doing this very simple exercise, it means we can now dial everything that we're doing today. We can now dial in, does it align with our top three focuses? Does it solve our top three concerns? Oh yeah, Rue's here as well. Rue! This is Jack's massive Great Dane. So she's chilling with us today. Got the second coffee on the rip, and no doubt there will be a third, possibly a fourth today, because getting up was hard today. Alright, I will also do a quick office tour for anyone that doesn't know what our space looks like. I'll do that later on, but for now we're just going to bash out all this work, and this is probably not move from this seat for a few hours, so it'll not be too much to go through on the vlog, but I will keep you updated.
Understand as best we can, and if we need to simplify it, we'll simplify it.
But once we go over that, we'll probably take us on to the next topic of conversation.
All right. Just hold on. During my last discussion with Jack, I said we have an expense tracker. I have done some modeling for calculation of profitability and contribution margin. Okay, now.
That's okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
All right. So I'll share this with all of you now.
And then
Okay.
is the fee the monthly fee or
Is
what
the-
they are
Yeah.
paying up front?
This is project based, no? The monthly fee. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The expenses, so we spoke before about creative strategists originally filing expenses
yeah.
for creators, but you said that it's easier if you just take that based on the contract.
Yeah,
You're getting
because
all that anyway.
I mean,
Right.
Okay, we're just taking a quick break now. We've been at it since 9, it's 12:45, so we're 3.5 hours in and making some progress. Definitely thinking about things in a very different way, focusing a lot more on profit and being more profitable rather than just scaling revenue, which is a trap we fell into a little bit last year. Trying to decide which products that we sell do we want to focus on the most. For example, we have our local business VBC, which just comes to us naturally. We don't really sell too much. It just kind of comes in inbound. And of course we have our e-com creator strategy offers, which is our bread and butter. That's what we're known for. That's what our marketing and our ads and everything do. And we sell on that. We have other things like photos, consulting, that make up a little bit of revenue, maybe like 5 to 10%. So it's just looking at all those things, thinking which is the most profitable, where do we want to build more, who do we want to hire in order to build out those areas, and what are some of our quarterly targets in each of those areas. So we've kind of figured that out, and now we're going to go get some lunch, come back and just deep dive into the systems then to make those things happen. So now that we figured out the direction and more or less which products we want to sell and how many of those products we want to sell each quarter, we'll go figure out who we need to get, how we get them, how to track for that, all that kind of stuff. We did touch on data a bit as well, which was pretty good. We got Jess, who's one of our operations managers. He dialed in the call and helped us. So we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going down this list that we've made. But first, it's time to go get some lunch. So, Jack, you driving?
Yeah.
Let's go to Spar. This is our local. Really, really good deli. I'll show you. Jack's driving. Let's go. This is the goated Spar with the best deli. I forgot to show you on the inside. We've got a couple of coffees, and then we got some absolutely top tier Sambos. But now back to the office. We'll eat these, drink the coffee, keep chatting, figuring out how do we achieve our goals this year. All right, chicken and bacon, sweet chili chicken bacon, toasty.
Jalapenos.
On you, the mango chicken. This. And then stuff. Yeah. I know. What's crud? Yeah, you gotta eat it.
How can you ever come see it? Right?
Well, considering they're getting the much more improved retention bonuses now, they're likely going to have a much closer eye on it. But that would take you out of it entirely and put full responsibility on the strategists.
Well, you'd still stay in the VIP ones, and you could do spot tests on again. Like.
Yes.
Trust is earned over time, though. I wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't just be like, I would maybe be checking their work for a while and then be like, oh, this is great every time. Now I'll just check little bits here and there.
Yeah, because perfect example of that is Ulster.
I agree. It's going to be, here's your expectation. We know you're not there yet. I'm going to be looking over your shoulder for a bit.
Yeah.
You're going to get there, and then that's going to be great. This is my 4th coffee of the day. My brain is absolutely fried. Having rested for the last couple of weeks to now doing some pretty deep, challenging thinking, some deep work, some deep thinking work, some challenging work. Yeah, it's been tough. Just feeling a little bit slow and groggy. But caffeine should sort that out. Okay, it's 5 o'clock and the boys are cooked. We used a lot of our brains today. We probably haven't used them in the last few weeks, but we got a lot done. All of our company rocks, if you read Traction. What else did we achieve, lads? What did you achieve, Jack?
A lot of goal setting and roles and responsibilities. Clarity on roles and responsibilities is a big one for 2026.
Yes. Jack, what did you achieve?
Basically second in that, and then big projects coming up in the first quarter of Q1. So got them in the calendar, emailed a couple of clients, so get them started.
Yeah. Including one of our big trips to Malaga with Golf Now. So, that's just going to wrap the day, to be fair. I did a couple of time lapses of us just working, but as predicted, this is going to be quite a simple and short vlog. All we did was drink coffee and hammer out work in the Notion. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to hit the gym because this is the Christmas limbo period. I want to keep moving. Bit of a pool session. Probably not going to bring you along on that session. Then got a sauna. And then I've got a new planner for the year that I started to fill out. So I'll take a bit of time, go through that. Read my new book, Ronnie O'Sullivan's autobiography. So far, so good. And that's basically going to be my night with some dinner. So pretty boring in terms of like a vlog day, but this is a real behind the scenes look at what's actually going on as we grow and scale our company as a creative agency in 2026. So day one of 2026 is actually in 2025, as you all know. So hope you enjoyed it. Definitely follow us for more stuff like this. There's going to be a lot more going on as we get out and about the country, out and about the world, shooting more projects and growing and adding to our team. You'll see everything which is going to take you along for the ride. I told you I was going to do the tour of our building, of our little studio, so I'm going to do that right now. So if I turn the camera around, this is all the messy leftover after Christmas, so this is all going to get changed in the new year, but right here is a charging station. As you move around, you've got all of our products that come in, a little bit of a storage and a display. As you come around, you've got our studio, which can become many, many different things depending on what we put in it. So there's all the different backdrops. We can build all kinds of stuff here. This is a sauna, which one of our clients sent us. We actually have 2 saunas. And as I look around the room, you'll just see all the desks, which is where our team sit. So you have all of our editing, well, not all of our editing, sorry, some of them are offsite. A bunch of our editing team here and senior management team. And then we also have this really nice wee room in here, which isn't sitting the way it usually sits, because again, we had a Christmas party, but we have a bit of a boardroom, and my desk is where I sit a lot of the time. And the most important part is the coffee station. So just a really, really short look around this space. I will go deeper into some of this stuff in another video, because there's actually a little bit of a system to this thing, and it's going to be getting dialed again in 2026. One of the things we talked about, and we give a responsibility to one of our team members who's going to be in charge of things like storage, not just real life storage like products and things, but also our online storage and our file hygiene. So I can show you more of that kind of stuff as well. Drop a comment if there's anything else that you want to see, and I will take you with me behind the scenes. Alrighty, just gone 6 p.m. I'm home. I'm working. Rebecca's here. She's been working from home. She was in the office a little bit earlier. But essentially, I'm just wrapping up some things that I wanted to get done before the end of the day, including the footage from this vlog today. I want to move it all onto a hard drive and get it kind of stuck together, and then get it over to an editor so I can actually get this vlog made. Because you'll be surprised at how many vlogs that we've created and I've created that never see the light of day. They just get made, recorded, and never finessed or edited. So I'm going to do that. And then I told you I got this journal. It's called The Successful Man. And it's actually really nice. I'll flick through some of it here for you. But information and motivation and stuff. And then there's like self-development reading lists, morning routine. There's all this kind of like info in part 1, accountability, and then part 2 is like the action plan, your daily updates. There's like Monday motivation on every section, so It's actually pretty nice. I've been working through it. I'm at the section here where you have to set in your goals. And that's a lot of what we went through today. The goal setting. So I'm going to basically fill in what we went through today, like company goals and personal goals, and just keep that going. So that's that. Anything you want to say to the vlog?
No, but I'm just really hope that you actually post this vlog. Because you do, you have a big habit of making these really, and they're always really good videos, but then you just never see the light of day. So I think it's time that you start doing. Sorry, you do the thing. You just don't post the thing.
Yeah, that's true. I do the hard part, which is like commit to filming it, but then it just lives in the hard drive somewhere. So interestingly enough, we have been vlogging like the creation of this company for years. We just never really posted it. 2026 is the year I'm going to start showing you things, but we've already made so many big moves that would have been incredible to have shown you. But there's more to go. There's so much more to go. And yeah, there's directional changes. There's leveling up. There's purchasing assets. That's a hint for what's to come. So it's 10 p.m. Usually I'd be getting into bed right now, but tomorrow is a day off. It's New Year's Eve, and we're actually heading to a wedding. I'll be heading there at about 12. So I'm going to enjoy this cup of tea. I'm going to read my book, which is this one. It's Ronnie O'Sullivan, Unbreakable, his autobiography. So I'll read a quick chapter of that. It's already so interesting, and I'm just in his like first chapter. This guy's got quite the mind, quite the mindset. I like learning from all kinds of different people. Like, for example, Ronnie Sullivan is a snooker player, nothing to do with business, nothing to do with rugby, which is my sport, nothing to do with golf. But the mindset of a snooker player is quite comparable to an entrepreneur, because he's just on his own in that environment. He just has to work and push past his own demons and his own limiting beliefs. And it's actually really interesting. So I'll share other learnings that I get from that book. I did go to the sauna, but I didn't go to the gym. I had that voice in my head telling me when I went there that I was already pretty late. I walked past it and I was like, it's already late. I've got about 20-30 minutes here to get a sauna and then get back. Maybe I shouldn't train this and this. Tomorrow I'm drinking alcohol, so is there really any point? I trained yesterday, those were all excuses going in my head. And I give in. So that's something I'm not going to do in 2026, but I did just do there. So I'm back home, I'm relaxed from the sauna, I've got a lovely cup of tea, I'm going to read my book, and then I'm going to do my journal, which I'm going to show you as well. Alright, so I read a chapter of that book, so interesting. He was just on a session in Marbella in that particular chapter, and he was talking about those days, essentially, and how he came back from being a bit of a nutter, and then did the journaling, which is all about goal setting at this particular part. It's more like reflecting on the goals rather than setting them specifically. Like, it did give me space in this book to brainstorm them, because a lot of people get scared to write down like the exact goal, because they're like, oh my god, like if I write this down, it's my official goal and I have to hit it, otherwise I lose. But I was able to just write a whole bunch of stuff about like the money I wanted to make, what I wanted to buy, property, documenting this journey, brand stuff, equity value stuff. I was able to just like list it all as a brainstorm rather than write my single goal is this. And then the way this journal works is that it wants me to like read what I wrote and reflect on those questions to help me gain a better understanding of what my actual goal is going to be and what my actual aspiration is for this process of this particular journal. So I think that's pretty interesting. I think that's a good way of doing it. I've not seen that done before, where most people are like, write your top 5 goals, and you're like, holy shit, I don't even know what they are. But with this book, it's encouraging you to just write stuff that you really want to achieve, or in the area that you want to achieve, and then you can reread them as you start to focus what each official goal becomes. So I thought that was clever. So I'm just going to follow this book and see how I get on. But right now it's late, so I'm going to go to bed. I'll upload this footage tomorrow, get it cut up, and hopefully get it live early January.